Jesus must.
I just have I have Mr. Verity and then we'll be back.
Nope, good job. Thanks.
Thank you.
And then back to me, what do you say? Back, bro.
And then we just have Mr. Verity.
Okay, man. Good.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Verity.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I have your attorney here. So we're gonna get started with your revocation hearing, okay?
Yes.
Good morning, I am P.O. Meissner, a hearing examiner for the Board of Pardons and Paroles. This is revocation hearing concerning Verity Stephen, number 359597. Today is January 15, 2025. This hearing is being conducted via video at the BOPP Central Office in Carl Robinson Correctional Institution. This is a public hearing and public access to this hearing is available via video live stream. Can you please state your full name and DOC inmate number for the record?
Stephen Verity, 359597.
And you have counsel here today. Can you please identify yourself?
Robert Photos, 56 Boston Avenue, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
This is a revocation hearing to determine whether you have violated conditions of your release. I will review and make findings of fact as to each of the charges against you. The state, not you, has responsibility to prove the allegations by a preponderance of evidence, that is. The better weighted evidence must establish that, more probable than not, the allegation is true. If I do not find that there is a preponderance of evidence to support a violation of one or more conditions of your parole, I'll reinstate your parole, which means releasing and placing you back on parole supervision. If I find that you have violated one or more conditions of your parole, I will consider whether or not your parole should be revoked. If I recommend revocation, I will make a recommendation as to appropriate sanction, and my recommendation will be given to a panel for a final decision. If the panel wishes to impose a sanction beyond my recommendation, a supplemental hearing would be provided to justify additional confinement. So this is the procedure for today. I'm going to read you your rights. Then we will review the parole violation charge the state appeal is bringing against you. I will review and identify exhibits filed for the record. Counsel will then have an opportunity to present our relevant testimony. After considering all the evidence presented, I will announce my findings. If I find that you have violated one or more conditions of your parole, counsel will have an opportunity to speak to your background and history. Do you have any questions about the purpose or procedure?
No.
Okay, your important rights today, the right to have an attorney present, and you have counsel here. You have a right to receive the written notice of charges of violation. Did you receive the written notice?
Yes.
You have a right to view the evidence against you. You have a right to submit evidence for your case. At this hearing, you have a right to call and examine voluntary witnesses and cross-examine adverse witnesses. Do you understand these rights and are you ready to move forward?
Yes.
All right, so you'll now review the charge the state appeal is bringing against you and the information underlying each charge. Charge 1, rebel law is obedience to the law. Your charging officer reported on 11/10/24. You're involved in a theft incident at Walmart in Naugatuck, Connecticut. Upon Naugatuck police officer arrival, it was found that you worked together with an accomplice to steal approximately 38 items from the store and attempted to leave the store with them. During this investigation, you were found to be in possession of approximately $360 worth of items that were not paid for when leaving the store. You were subsequently arrested by Naugatuck Police Department and charged with larceny 6, conspiracy to commit larceny 6. In the state is filed the following exhibits that are pre-marked for identification purposes as Exhibit A, CT remanded custody. B, CT signed conditions of parole. C, notice of parole violation, parole rights. D, parole violation report. E, state of Connecticut judicial branch documents. And F is Naugatuck police report. Did you receive the notice of parole violation report, and those other documents I marked? And did you review those?
Yes.
And do you need to continue this hearing to obtain any additional evidence?
No.
Okay, we have no witnesses. So it's now defense's opportunity. If you'd like to speak to any of the evidence submitted at this time? I'm not sure.
Your Honor, we're not objecting. He actually pled guilty to conspiracy to commit larceny. So basically, we're in the revocation stage, and I'm going to be asking for a minimal sanction.
Okay. And I do want to put on record, we did receive an addendum from PCS. The addendum did report on 12/4/24. The offender was convicted of conspiracy, larceny 6, and did receive an unconditional discharge with the other charge dismissed. So In regards to that charge one, I do find that you violated conditional bail laws, obedience to the law. This is based on your conviction of conspiracy larceny 6 and received an unconditional discharge, as well as other exhibits that were provided as evidence, exhibits B, F, and D. That includes the fact-finding portion of the hearing. Before I make a recommendation, council will have an opportunity to speak to your background and history. This purpose part of the hearing is to help determine what outcome I will recommend. So if you'd like to say anything at this time of the hearing?
Yes, briefly.
Okay.
Mr. Verity was released when he finished his first part of his sentence to a halfway house. He did accomplish many things. He actually got a job in the tow truck business. He got his own housing. And then the most important thing I think you should be aware of is that he did go to seek his children, visitation with his children, and to reunite with his children. He started with supervised visitation and eventually got to where now we had normal visits. He takes care of his children monetarily. The incident was just another mistake by Mr. Verity that he regrets wholly. He pled guilty to a conspiracy to commit larceny 6, which we all know is a minor offense. I'd ask for a minimal sanction.
Thank you. I just need to know, where do you have a sponsor? Do you need to go back to a halfway house?
So I have my own house. That
So you
parole-
can self-sponsor usually?
Yeah, that's what I was.
What town?
Naugatuck.
Is it the same address you had previously listed?
Yes,
What's the street?
City Hill,
What's the number?
17.
Do you have a phone number that they were reaching you at?
203
Yeah.
895 8597.
I just need to know, any other plans you can go back out, like job opportunities, anything like that?
So I am continuing working with the tow company, and my mom was helping me get mental health treatment. I want to go to she has an appointment basically, like I have to call when if I come home, I have to call them and let them know I'm home, and she has it all set up where I can go there to start seeking treatment.
Okay.
I don't know if you need I don't have that information, but I can get it.
I just want to know what your intentions are, like when you get out.
To focus on building my life, focus on myself, and focus on my kids to try to build a bigger relationship with them, because I lost a lot of time with them. So I'm going to try to take care of myself mentally and worry about my kids and worry about working and continue paying the bills and stuff like I have been.
And you can still return to that residence?
Yes, I still have the house as of right now. The rent's paid up to date.
Okay. You said working with a tow company?
Yeah, it's listed on there, 203 Automotive.
Okay.
And there's another one up the street from my house, actually, that I just started working with also.
Okay.
SL Automotive.
All right, so I'm gonna be right with you with my recommendation. Second.
Okay.
I do want to put on the record, you were out there about 7.5 months before you returned custody. You are on discretionary parole supervision for similar behavior that you just received your new conviction for. It's unfortunate that you keep displaying that type of behavior that would put you on parole for. I know it is a misdemeanor, but still, you know better.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So that's I spoke with my mother. That was the reason she's trying to get me into this mental like a doctor to talk to. Because I believe like, it would really help me beneficially, like if I start making a stipulation or something, I have to go somewhere, for help. And maybe if, instead of giving me such a long, like, I was on like reporting every 3 months, maybe don't give me a reporting every 3 months, make it more often, so I'm not like so far away.
That's gonna be up to your field officer. I can't order how much.
Okay, I didn't know, I'm sorry.
No, you can discuss that with your officer back out there, you know.
Okay,
So based on all the information I have and listening today to testimony, I'm going to recommend that parole be revoked to be re-paroled for February 11th, which is about a 3-month period of confinement as a sanction. I recommend the following parole conditions, which is no contact with your co-defendants, Jamie Kelly, William Higgins, and Stephen Russell without PO's permission, as well as mental health evaluation and treatment as deemed necessary. My findings are going to go on the parole board on January 30th. So that's when the board reviews your case. If they agree with me, you'll be released February 11th. That's an on or after date. It's just your discretionary parole. So I'm trying to give you another chance to go back out there on discretionary parole. You are on discretionary parole until January of 2027 right now. So you do have a good amount of supervision left. And I hope that you work with your officer to get everything that you need out there so this doesn't happen again. Do you have any questions?
no, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem. I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
day.
Mr. Attorney Photos.
Take care.
All right, folks. Thank
Good
you.
day.
Bye-bye. Yep.
Thank you.